Okay, ladies, so I was looking at our syllabus for resources for children and noticed that on October 27th, we're supposed to read like 11, I think it's 11 or 12 picture books, and we're supposed to be thinking about the illustrations and how the illustrations add to the story and how they complement the story and stuff. So I had some time at work, and so I collected the books that Coraville had that I didn't have in my library at school, and I thought I would do story time with Marcy with the books that we need to read in case it would help some of you out so you don't have to go try and find them. So this will be in 3 parts. This is part 1, 999 tadpoles. One warm spring day, 999 tadpoles were born. Although they were tiny, they were full of energy. Mother and Father Frog were very proud. I'm going to put this down. I think it'll help with how it looks. The 999 tadpoles grew and grew and grew until one day they grew into frogs. Now the pond was too small for them. "We can't move," one called. "We can't breathe," called another. "Don't push," called a third. "We have a situation here," said Father. "We'll have to move," said Mother. So 999 young frogs scrambled to get out of the pond. "Shh," said Mother. "The world is a dangerous place. You must be careful." "Follow your father," said Mother. Follow Dad. So 999 young frogs followed their father across the field. But no matter how far they went, all they saw was more grass. "When will we get there?" asked one. "I'm hungry," said another. "I'm tired," said a third. "Keep hopping," said Father, "or a scary snake might get you." "What's a snake?" asked the frog children. "A snake can eat a whole frog in just one swallow," said Father. "It has a very big mouth and a very long body." "Like this?" asked the children. "Yes," said Father. "The snake was sleeping peacefully. It must have just eaten." "Run for your lives," said Mother, "before the snake wakes up." So 999 young frogs ran for their lives across the field. They didn't notice a hungry hawk flying over their heads. Then the hawk swooped down and grabbed Father. "Let me go," cried Father. "Not a chance," said the hawk, and he rose into the sky. "Let him go," cried Mother, and she grabbed onto Father's leg. "Let them go," cried 999 young frogs, and they grabbed on too. "Why is this frog getting so heavy?" the hawk wondered, and he looked back. Wow! He was carrying a whole year's supply of frogs. He was so pleased he flew even higher. The 999 young frogs loved it. "This is great," said one. "What a view," said another. "Whee!" said a third. Mother and Father were not as enthusiastic. They were worried about falling. "Don't let go," warned Mother. "No matter what," warned Father. The hawk flew on and on. 999 young frogs were getting restless. "I'm hungry," said one. "When will we get there?" asked another. "I'm tired," said a third. The 999 young frogs began to wiggle, and every time one wiggled, the hawk swerved. "Hang in there, hawk," said Father. "Don't let us go." But the hawk couldn't hold on any longer. "Ah!" Father cried. Mother and Father and 999 young frogs fell down from the sky. all are splashing into the water. Splash! Mother and father and 999 young frogs fell into a pond. A big pond. It's cool, said one. It's wet, said another. It's home, said a third. And that's how Mother and Father and their 999 young frogs found a new home. For all I know, they're still there singing, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. The next one's called The Wave, and it's a wordless picture book, so I'm going to do my best to show you this one. So on the title page, it shows the little girl and her mom running to the beach. It says Wave over there. And she gets there, and she's not really quite sure if she wants to get in the water, I think. I don't know. I'm kind of interpreting, right? Because it's wordless. But and she kind of decides, well, maybe I'll just stick my back foot in and get it wet a little bit to see what it's like. And then she decides to growl at it like a monster. And it just sits there, of course. And she sits down and looks at it, and it's getting a little more active. And then she starts giving it a piece of her mind. She's like pointing at the water and telling it, I don't know what. And here she's really bossy. And now there's like nothing on this page because they've moved all the way right next to the water. And there's still nothing on the other page. But now she's jumping on in the water, jumping up and down, having a good time, splashing. The seagulls are having a good time. Everybody's enjoying themselves. And here comes a big wave. And she's really not sure what she thinks about that. There's still nothing on the other page, just white. And now the seagulls start to fly away, and she starts to run from this big, huge wave. And it misses her. It doesn't get her. So she stops long enough to stick her tongue out and at the wave. And the next two pages are the big wave crashing into her. So now the background is blue, which I thought was interesting. And she's sitting there on the sand realizing, oh. And she goes up closer and she starts looking around and she sees that the wave has left seashells and starfish and little crabs for the seagulls to eat. And I think she decides maybe it's not such a terrible thing after all. And she holds them up to show her mom what she's found in the water, and everybody's happy. And her mom comes over with their shoes and tells her it's time to go. And you can see her there, and she's kind of patting the water. And they're walking away, and she turns and waves to the ocean, deciding, I think, that maybe it was better than she thought it would be. And then she said to read a Pete the Cat, so I just grabbed one of mine. I like this one, but they're all really good. But I just grabbed this one because it was the first one I saw. Pete the Cat. Gotta love Pete the Cat. You can get a lot of these on CD too. They're really fun in someone else's voice other than me. It was Sunday and Pete's friends had come to play. They were rocking to a new song when beep, 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 there was a noise coming from across the street. Wise old Al had a view from his tree. Pete said, "Hey, Al, what do you see?" Al said, "All I see are green shoes and a red hat." Pete answered, "Sounds like my kind of cat." Pete could not imagine who this new guy could be. I really hope it's a new friend for me. On Monday, Pete wanted to say hi, but he was feeling kind of shy. So he just rode by and by and by and by, until finally Pete got to meet the new guy. Pete said, "I've never met anyone quite like you. You seem like a duck, and a beaver, too. The new guy said to Pete, "Hi, my name is Gus. Glad to meet you. I'm a platypus." Pete said, "You're not like me, and I am not like you, but I think being different is really very cool." On Tuesday, Pete and Gus took a walk down the street. They came to Squirrel, who was playing in a tree. "Hi, Gus," said Squirrel. "Climbing is easy. Try and see." Gus gave the tree a try, but the branch was way too high. "I wish I could climb like you, but climbing is something I just can't do." Pete said, "Don't be sad, don't be blue. There's something everyone can do." On Wednesday, Pete and Gus took a walk down the street. They came to Pete's friend Grumpy Toad, who said, "Come play leapfrog with me. Jumping is easy. Try and see." Gus jumped and leaped, but he couldn't get over Toad or Pete. "I wish I could jump like you, but jumping is something I just can't do." Pete said, "Don't be sad, don't be blue. There is something everyone can do." On Thursday, Pete and Gus took a walk down the street. Soon they saw Octopus, who said, "Come juggle with me. Juggling is easy. Try and see." "I wish I could juggle like you, but juggling is something I just can't do." Pete said, "Don't be sad, don't be blue. There's something everyone can do." On Friday, Pete and Gus took a walk down the street, and Gus said, "I can't juggle or jump or climb a tree. It's no fun around here for me." On Saturday, Pete hoped Gus would come out to play. "I wish Gus wasn't sad. I wish Gus wasn't blue. I wish there was something we could do." Just then Pete heard a groovy sound. It was coming from across the street. Gus was rocking to his own beat. Sweet. Pete said, "Check out Gus, the platypus. He found something cool he can do with us." So he joins their band. He's not sad. He's not blue. Gus found something that everyone can do. They're taking the man on the road on the Gus bus. Okay, so there's 2 more parts. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine. But I was hoping maybe this would help somebody out.